So I'm working on something easy job today. So I'm actually changing this HSP diesel charge pipe on my L5P truck onto the Banks pipe. So why I like Banks pipe, I think why is it better is actually the curve. It allows for more clearance to this. I'm sure it's a fuel line, so I don't know where it goes, but it's a fuel line. For fuel line, as well as this dipstick, HSP piping comes, right next to it, and I tried to change angles multiple times, but it's just, it's super tight, it's super close. So I don't think it's touching. I don't see any prints, any marks on any of these, these areas where the fuel line is or where the dipstick is. But I do believe that the Banks is going to have a better curvature and geometry. At least, we're going to check it out in just a minute. The install itself should be super straightforward and easy. What I've done so far is I took out this splash shield right there. Just a bunch of Torx screws. So now what we're going to do is we're going to undo this couple, I think it's 11 millimeters, which is 7/16 here, and a couple at the bottom. And we will see what the next step would be. Hold on, I'll be right back to you. Okay, so I'm about to install the pipe. So I just want to show you something that's actually I was impressed with. And I'm not by no means a Banks fanboy. I only use a few things of their stuff that I do believe works. So now, as far as the charge pipe goes on this L5P truck, so this is an HSP pipe, which I love the layout and stuff. Even though A, it is hard to install or remove. B, this silicone boot, I wish it was just like an inch longer, because it's like literally a headache to make it installed on the truck. I also had minor issues, which semi-minor issues, with my LBZ piping from the HSP for the charge pipe. It was to the point that I just went with a WC-fab pipe. So now back to this particular example here. So what I see, is this going to be a benefit? I don't know. I just don't think so. It's going to be a big of a deal, because there is bottlenecks and other options like the turbo outlet or the intercooler and whatnot. But just see how much of the size difference we're looking at right now. This was a vast improvement over stock, but this here, I believe, in terms of flow and just overall diameter restriction, is going to be a big improvement over the HSP. What I see also going to be a kind of big deal is the two-section pipe. So I know a lot of people cry on the forums because they blow off. You just got to make sure you connect it properly and nothing's going to blow off. I installed a bunch of these already. Well, not a bunch, but 3 sets like this already on other people's trucks. Nothing blew off, and it's been over a year. And I know one of them guys is rough on his truck. So anything could blow, would have been blown by now. Just pay attention to your clamping and you're going to do just well. But again, two-section pipe is much easier than trying to install this. It's just, man, it's a nightmare. It literally is going to make you cry trying to squeeze this in. Again, as far as the piping diameter goes, I see probably an inch or close to an inch difference. Like, this is, I would say this is me, and this is the guy she tell me not to worry about. This is like a real deal right here. So yeah, so as far as the install goes, I just want to show you the differences between these two pipes. Should be straightforward. So we're going to start at the intercooler, and we're going to connect the silicone boot to the to the truck, and then we're going to keep on building this together. So I was going to mention, installing this pipe, you got to go from the bottom up, and I got a couple scratches on this. It's not going to be visible from top, but yeah, it's just upsetting. That took me a minute to figure this out. But anyway, so it's going to go in one way. I'm going to try to help you just understand whichever way it goes, but this is how it's going to lay out. I haven't got it fully inserted there. I need to throw a hose clamp, not a hose clamp, but the clamp onto the pipe, and just assemble it loosely for now, and then add the top section. But yes, so far everything was proper. Like I said, just work it from here. Be careful over this hump here. I recommend throwing a towel or whichever, if you got like a nice piping, which I should have done, but I got it scuffed up a little bit. But yeah, so at this point I'm gonna throw some Windex so it slides in easier. I'm gonna throw a hose clamp on this as well. Just gonna probably position the clamp this way so I can access it from the bottom. And this should conclude the bottom section installation. Okay, so far here's the progress. I got this pipe lined up with the turbo with a smaller hose clamp and 2 clamps here. The bottom pipe is laying all the way at the bottom, so the only thing I got left pretty much is to throw this piece and connect them 2 pipes together. So I'm gonna probably work this piece on from the bottom. I'm gonna see if there's enough room out there, but I got 1 clamp here, 1 clamp at the bottom. Just gotta throw some throw some Windex on this, and we should be getting pretty close with the install. So I want to conclude the install on this this set right there. So I want to start with the bad things first, because not the bad things, but just something that it was super challenging for me, and till today I believe I was actually mechanically inclined, but man, oh my god, it got me sweating. This bottom of the pipe, this silicone clamp right there, oh my god, what a fight, what a nightmare. So anyway, I got all my powder coating scuffed up. That silicone hose, the silicone fitting right there, if Banks ever watches my video by some kind of miracle, man, please make it ideally 1 inch longer, or at least ½ inch longer, because that clamp right there, this is how I got it on, this clamp, but it keeps on sliding off, and it just, the coupler is so short, it only goes so far on the intercooler, and it literally like goes on to this charge pipe, like this much, the width of the clamp. It's not even enough for that bead, for the roll. Oh man, it was a fight. I literally spent an hour on this, and it's an easy fix for Banks. Y'all please make the coupler, the silicone piece longer, 1 inch longer, and you be all set. Or at least ½ inch longer, but 1 inch I recommend. I mean, all this is this pipe goes on from the bottom up, and it's just like I say, throw a rag over this, it clears everything nicely. Plenty of room for plenty of room. Now I'm gonna go with the good things that I see. Plenty of room between all the components. I mean, it goes around this structure piece, the control arm mountain. It goes around easily around this dipstick, and it goes around this fuel line that HSP was coming pretty close to right there. I mean, it's wide open. The pipe itself, pipe diameter, I would say it's probably 3/4 to 1 inch wider than HSP. I don't know if I'm gonna see any benefits. I don't think I will, but it's still nicer. You know, the bigger the pipe, the nicer it is. So what else I can say? I love the 2-piece design, even though this also could be a headache, you know, just clamping it together. Just take your time, you know. I mean, it was a hot day for me, and I tried to blow through this job, but I tried to work fast, but it didn't work out for me as a fast one. But everything else is everything stays square. The pipe bead stays right at the clamp. Make sure the clamp bites into the silicone pretty well, and check the tightening every now and then, you know. Every oil change, every other oil change, just check these clamps. This is about how it's supposed to be. See how it bites into the silicone a little bit? That's it. You should be good to go. Again, I'm super happy with this. For the Banks, again, if y'all watch this video, please make that bottom coupler longer. It's an easy fix for you, and I mean, it's gonna be a seal deal for everybody. Otherwise, the truck is ready. I'm gonna do the cold side probably next, I don't know, in a day or two. I just gotta wrap this job up now. I'm gonna crank the truck, test everything. I'm positive everything's gonna work well. And if I feel any throttle response or any other differences or EGTs, which I probably won't, but I will definitely mention at the end of the video. But this concludes the video. All I got left is throw in the fender liner, and I'm done with this job. Definitely was a big job. Well, it wasn't a big job. it was a challenging job because of that little coupler at the bottom of the this little, I think I can say a little shit right there, and that right there. Yeah, that was a headache. All else is easy, everything is nice, looks great, bigger diameter, super smooth bands. I mean, I'm happy with this as usual. Banks killed it. Thank you so much, and I'll be back for the cold side probably. So it's tomorrow. Next day, I'm back at it. So I'm removing the HSP pipe off my truck. Everything's super basic, very similar to stock. So it's gonna be 11, which is 7/16 millimeter here, and then we're gonna see what's going on up on top, which likely gonna be a couple 11s, and we're gonna slide it off. I know that boot fits super tight, but again, it should be super straightforward to take this off. But I don't want to jinx myself, because yesterday was definitely, it got me sweating and cussing. As far as fitment goes here, we gotta unplug that sensor. It's gonna be, I'm gonna show you right here, that sensor. Just follow the wire and you're gonna see a plug. It's just a basic disconnect. And here I'm gonna undo both clamps, but there should be hold on, I'm gonna try to zoom in right there. You see that wire holding clip on top right there? Yes, I need to undo that. And yes, and it should slide off. So yeah, we're gonna loosen all the clamps completely. I'm gonna take that wire keeper's ring off, and we will hopefully we'll remove this fairly easily. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm using this O-ring, the long pig tool, and I'm gonna, let me see if I can show you. That's the tool. It's in, if you look inside the hole. Okay, bam, it comes off. So the main part that I'm gonna lift up is gonna be on the inside. It's gonna be super hard to see, but the idea is, okay, there is one more right there. See, we're gonna lift this up. Just gonna slide and lift. You guys might get lucky. Kentucky. Okay, yeah, I think I got it lifted up. Let's see. Yeah. So anyway, so here's the plan. We're gonna slide this off. Just gotta completely lift up that clamp and slide the boot off. I was gonna say right quick, so the kit comes with a new O-ring opposed to the other companies that reuse the factory O-ring. So that's kind of nice, man. That sucker is pretty thick, so I know it's gonna fit firm. There should be no boost leaks. Also comes with that moly coat, moly lube, moly grease, which should be fairly safe for the so here's the idea. We're gonna work this the hot side, I mean the cold side tube in from top. You will see, hold on, I'm trying to show you. It goes right there, and it goes all the way through the top. So we're gonna lower it. It should just go in like this, and then I gotta put it onto the throttle body, which I have a throttle body delete, but it shouldn't make any difference. I'm gonna throw it on throttle body, and at the same time clamp it onto the intercooler outlet. So I need all my hands I got on this project, but yeah, that should, I'll let you know if there's any issues arise. Okay, so I just want to mention right quick that I had to unplug this, I guess it's a glow plug module, probably. The connector was kind of in the way. It takes like literally 2 seconds to unplug it. It allows you some room to slide this thing on. And also I had the pipe coming out this way, and then I just went up onto the throttle body and I turned it. So I hadn't installed it yet. It's supposed to do a clicky click. Hold on, I'm trying to. It just, I can say it's super tight here, but it's definitely hard to see. I'll show you from here, obviously. we better see. So yeah, so it's ready to go back on. So I'm gonna focus on this side because that there is all just ready to be clamped down and the connector get ready to be reinstalled. But otherwise, yes, I'm gonna focus on this thing, make sure I click it, everything goes on solid and everything is tight. So let me get this thing addressed right quick. I'm gonna position clamps probably this way. It's gonna be both down, and that should be it. But yes, like I said, I'm gonna need 2 hands to slide this onto the intercooler. Okay, just want to update right quick. Here's how I got these clamps positioned. That way I have access to all of them. I'll also remove this intake mounting bracket just to get some clearance for this, just to be able to get everything tight and quick and easy. Also, just make sure your boost tubes are clear of all the hoses. I prefer to have a 1/4 inch of room between anything. Okay, here is the top piece. Like I mentioned before, I got the throttle body delete, so this is how I got it situated. At this point, I'm going to assemble everything, which hopefully is going to be straightforward. Just going to install this intake mounting bracket and make sure there is clearance there. And again, this is how I prefer to tighten my clamps, so they bite into the silicone boot. So yeah, so at this point, I'm going to throw it together and I'm going to test drive the truck. Then I got to go do some work. But yeah, so this is it. It's fairly straightforward compared to HSP. What I like is the boot doesn't dangle like it would with the previous charge pipe. I like a thick O-ring there. It's actually pretty nice. I like diameter is larger. It's about 3/4 inch to 1 inch larger diameter than the previous pipe. And I also like the fact that it slides all the way to the end of my throttle body delete. That's actually kind of nice bonus. It's not a big deal, but just a little things like this that make it happen. Clamps are super nice, spring-loaded clamps. Definitely a nice touch. So yeah, so all in all, here's the other side installed, and I think I should be in a good shape at this point. I'm going to throw this together, and I'm going to test drive. If there's anything crazy, I will report. If there's anything I like, I will definitely get back to you.